presented by Auraverse, where consciousness, earth and inner wisdom move as one. Showcase your work at auraverse.network and let your voice travel across worlds.
Close your eyes for a moment and feel how breath becomes a small miracle. In a world reduced to ash and silence, breath carries the full weight of life, and every exhale becomes a quiet vow, continuation, presence, and the will to begin again. Welcome. I am C.S. Douglas, and this is CODEX ÆTERNUM, the rational Bible, a testament to a phronopsychic universe, a cosmos infused with wisdom and soul, where every ending becomes a threshold, and every threshold invites a new form of becoming.
This program is endorsed by Authorpedia, the world's only encyclopedia exclusively dedicated to authors, a living archive where writers and thinkers are immortalized through literature. Visit authorpedia.org and become part of our enduring legacy.
Tonight we enter episode 76, The Last Survivors in the Ashes. The world narrows to handfuls of breath. Across the wastelands, small clusters of life flicker like distant candles. They gather in hollows shaped by wind and collapse, in shattered barns that still resist the snow, in caves warmed by shared body heat and memory. Their communities begin as circles, because circles hold warmth, and circles hold stories, and circles hold the simple truth that survival becomes gentler when carried together. Ash covers the ground like snow. Trees rise black and stripped, standing as silent witnesses in the grey. The sky remains dim, yet each morning people rise with quiet determination. They greet the day without spectacle, and the day greets them without softness, yet they meet it anyway, because life within them continues to choose itself. They build shelters from broken stone and salvaged wood, from plastic sheets pulled from ruins, from beams taken from the bones of dead cities. They stitch cloth from ruined flags and old curtains, turning former symbols into simple warmth. They shape their dwellings for endurance. They reinforce corners, seal cracks, and strengthen roofs, because wind and cold respect structure, and structure becomes compassion in physical form. Fire returns as the center of life. It glows in circles where strangers become family. Its warmth loosens grief enough for voices to return. Around these flames, stories rise again, not as entertainment, but as medicine for the soul. A sentence shared by firelight feeds courage the way broth feeds the body. A tale grows among the ashes, repeated until it becomes a rule of the new age. Two rival survivors once fought over a single can of food, hands tight with hunger, eyes hard with fear. A child stepped between them and offered her own share. That small gesture shifted the air. It softened the hands. It changed the eyes. From that moment, a new village formed, and the child's offering became law. Life remains sacred, and sharing keeps the flame alive. The survivors speak little, yet they listen deeply. Words carry weight now. A promise spoken becomes a structure. A lie spoken becomes a fracture. They learn that speech holds sacred power, and silence holds sacred wisdom. They allow pauses to speak first. They allow the eyes to finish what the mouth begins. In this way, community gains a quieter strength. They share what they know. They teach one another how to find water beneath ice, how to trap warmth in stone, how to read winds by their tone and direction. Knowledge becomes communal inheritance, passed like a torch from hand to hand, from elder to child, from traveler to village. In this world, hoarding turns into hunger. Sharing turns into continuity. No one rules by decree. Strength expresses itself as service. The able carry wood, lift beams, and gather ice for melting. The old guide the young because memory holds maps for survival. Respect grows through action, through presence, through the steady offering of help without demand for praise. Councils form as circles around fire. Decisions rise from listening, from consensus, from the simple recognition that life becomes safer when everyone belongs. Their laws remain few and clear. Preserve life, speak truth, honor the land that holds you. Food grows again, slowly, with reverence. Underground warmth becomes a sanctuary for seeds. Makeshift greenhouses rise from salvaged glass and plastic, lit by rescued lamps, reflective surfaces, and patient ingenuity. Roots become sacred. Every seed becomes a treasure. Every sprout feels like a prayer answered through effort. Tools are remade from remnants. Rebar becomes spears and supports. Car doors become shovel blades. Wire becomes binding. Artisans rise again, guided by necessity and care. Their craft serves the village, and the village honors the craft, because every tool now carries the dignity of survival. The people carve symbols on stone walls. They draw the history of collapse and endurance, the story of ash and fire, the story of hunger and sharing, the story of loss and persistence. They write new myths, myths of humility, myths of rebirth, myths that teach children how to carry strength without domination and how to carry wisdom without cruelty. Children are born into silence. Their names carry memory of what vanished and promise of what may return. Their first cries enter a world of grey, yet their presence brings colour back into human hearts. Every birth becomes a vote for the future. Every child becomes a reason to build carefully. Communities connect slowly across frozen lands. Paths form between distant fires. Messengers walk for days through ash and snow, carrying news, seeds, medicines, and stories. When one village learns a better way to purify water, the knowledge travels. When one village discovers a sheltered valley for planting, the knowledge spreads. The new world begins as a web of living lights, threaded through darkness by courage and patience. From these ashes, a new people forms. They carry scars of fire, and they carry breath of possibility. They walk with caution and reverence. They treat the land as a partner, because partnership keeps life in motion. They begin again through care, through restraint, through gentleness that carries strength inside it. The last survivors remain as pillars of endurance. They plant their future in ash and memory, warmed by the fire they protect each night, as if it were the heart of the universe itself. And as they tend that fire, something else begins to stir beneath the frozen crust. In the next episode, we enter the new dawn hidden beneath the snow. There, cracks open in the frost. Moss pushes through stone. A bird calls once, then again. Seeds awaken in silence, and the earth begins to speak the language of return. Our next sponsor is Everly Books Publishing Group, a traditional independent press serving both new and established writers. Everly Books welcomes unsolicited manuscripts submitted directly through everlybooks.org.